Hello and welcome to the Carsland Cup Series, and today we're racing at Orlando Superspeedway. I believe the Bacon Pizzaria 200, and as you can see, starting pole is Yueko in the 51. Finished second here in the ZSS last season, and kind of ironic to see Bird up there in second. He actually had a bad race here, which eliminated him from the playoffs, and after his dominant ZSS performance, was not able to make the championship floor because of this race in the ZSS last season. And this race has known to be a little bit treacherous. I made sure to turn that down just a tad here, make sure it's still racy, and I don't think there's going to be as many cautions as last season, and I don't think the cautions are going to be as bad. So, and you know, that's if there's a caution, you know, but you know, based off all the tests I've done, there's at least one caution, so might as well just get out of the way that there probably will be a caution or two. Also did some tests here. Well, yeah, I did tests here, of course, and yeah, we're out of the way of all the short track failures. Last week was interesting, but at least congratulations for Daniel Pauls Jr. on his second career win, first of the season, and getting the bragging rights for winning the 100th race. Now, despite winning this race, our first race, you won't get as much bragging rights, but it could get you some points towards the playoffs. Now, Yueko, dang, I keep, here, let me blow my nose real quick. Okay, there we go. But Yueko has had an up and down season this year. And ZSS last season actually won the championship, so I don't get me started on that. Finished second in this race in the ZSS, and both those drivers up here on the front row are coming from the ZSS. Yeah, so that's interesting. Not doing too well in points, and Bird sitting there in top 5 in points with a win this season. Yueko trying to get a win this season. Trying to get Bro Motorsports some success after their championship last season. Haven't shown much good performance this year yet, so hoping they can get the ball rolling here today in the 17-lap race. And let's go to last week's winner, Daniel Pauls Jr. cockpit for the start of the engines. Last couple weeks I haven't stayed in the cockpit view as long. I'll stay a tad bit longer because this is a super speedway and not a short track.
Drivers, start your engines!
Notice I said a tad bit longer. I didn't. Just going back to normal pace. I'm gonna try to see what TV2 has to bring us here for the start of this race. I don't exactly remember how it showed the last time I did the tests here, but so your top 3 is Yueko, Bird, Cactus King, Gar Salamander, and Austin John. You notice the last Cup race winner here was Caden Williams, guys. Only career Carsland Cup Series win here last season there. Might try to do it again this season. And Omitsa, who is last in points, starting to appear in the top 10 as well. Pace cars in pit road. And green flag in the air here at Orlando. And you see a lot of cars making movement. Dark X Rain. Cactus Motorsports dominated the last part of this race, which had been wreck filled. But yeah, and Yueko keeps them at bay. See, Omitsa might try to go underneath the 3 of Austin Johns, making it 4 wide, which is okay, but 5 wide is where we need to be concerned, which we might see here in a second with Pure Evan, or Evan H trying to go underneath, but Omitsa could not get the run, so it looks like we're just going to stay 3 wide. Austin Johns might have had a chance, but the draft in the middle was a little bit better, but Austin Johns still able to prevail on the bottom as Case and Cooper 3 wide. In the middle, Austin Johns is going to take the lead more than likely. Going to go to 30 real quick. Are we under caution? Or is it just... I didn't figure we had a caution. No, no, we're not on a caution. I figured there'd be more cars up here than that. Yeah, everyone's up here, just view the cars. And now we need to be a little bit concerned. Cars going 5 wide, Case and Cooper to the lead. Yoiko is falling back. Yoiko did lead that lap by 3/100ths of a second. We go to the 91 Shift Squid. Be careful here in turn 1. A little concerned. Oh, yeah. Cars around. Caution is out. Shift Squid around. Looks like he may save it a little bit as we are under yellow. A lot of cars involved in that one. Oh! Pete Reedus trying to get out of that. Doesn't. Bradley Ream. Oh. Cars room into each other trying to. Oh. With paints. Yikes. That's what you get for slowing down at Orlando. So, German Chick 81, your leader. She's going to get some laps here. Going to add points to her champion round of 16 performance. Has been leading laps. Down Motordom got her some laps. So, she's making a decent contribution despite not having a win yet this season. Today could be that race. Let's go back to lap 1. Let's kind of go slow-mo with Lethal Mourner in the 44. And kind of go helicopter. I feel like that would show a little more. I'm going to go ahead and get us out of this area of the racetrack and go straight to the stretch. And this car it involved a lot of drivers, and I'm sure took out a lot as well. You can barely see, but German Chick 81 is leading. You can't see that because of something. And yeah, watch this. The 6 got into the 59, and Pete Reedus had a help in that. Mario Thresher, Feedback, Austin Johns even, Design, NASCAR Fan 97, Kazo, Sabretooth going to go hard into the wall, Bradley Ream, Jimmy, Eric Van D, Gar Salamander, and NASCAR Fireball 48, Bird, whole bunch of cars involved in this. And you see all that, Cody Forge. This took out a lot of cars, I'm sure. But not everyone's out. And I think that just did a lot of just damage, really. So, out of the race, looks just Joy Paints, sadly, who led this race last season. Unfortunately, won't do that again. Kazo and Bradley Ream, Ropeland Motorsports has never had a good race at this racetrack. And Pete Reedus, 56, Feedback, defending champion, Lethal Mourner, Jonah Burridge, Eric Van D, and Jimmy out of the race. So, yeah, and you know, and we've seen Austin Johns involved in that crash, and he must have been doing pretty good here. Pole sitter Yoiko, however, I don't know how she's doing. I don't know. Yeah, Austin Johns, a little bit of damage, nothing too bad, but just a lot of spin, tire wear for sure. As Garcia retires from the race, wouldn't surprise me if Dissect took the same course. Chef Squid, we've seen him get a lot of hard hits, and unfortunately, I believe he is out of the race as well. And you see Yoiko getting out pit road there. Not quite sure how that car was involved, but coming pit road, clearly it was. So. Everyone that started up front is not up front anymore, except for German Chick 81. And, you know, kind of watching Ominsa in the 8, down to 32nd. Just trying to get a finish this season. Good finish, too. Right now, not looking like that. Got involved in that wreck. And that, again, got started by, I guess, Pete Reedus kind of started that. Bumped into somebody and went haywire. So, yeah. And NASCAR Fireball 48. Glad to see he's still in the race. I guess looking for redemption, because last time he raced here, had a really bad wreck, took him out for the season, came back to Daytona, and he's had 2 second-place finishes this season. He's got 1 more position to check off, and he'll be good, but I don't think he'll get that today. It'll probably be more of a top 20 car, probably, because the damaged cars just aren't going to go as fast as the faster cars, and it's just we'll see how that all plays out. And yeah, now a new thing we see this at this starting this race, and it'll become an every race thing now. Lap cars will be sent to the back of the pack to prevent crashes and whatnot. And I think we don't have any lap cars right now. Every car that's still in the race is on the lead lap, so that's good. But yeah, it's a factor we could see, especially if we see more cautions. This wreck took out about 10 cars. There was probably like 20 something involved. Half the field was probably involved, and most of these cars will not be able to compete pretty well, probably. But probably get some good drafts, stay clean, might have a nice finish, and that might be a good way to go. So yeah, and 25, Caden Williams. It doesn't look like he has much damage either. Just kind of got caught in a bad spot, but saved it. But he's going to have a lot of trouble getting up there if he's going to get up there, because he's got a lot of damaged cars in front of him. And Abigail Lane looks like she doesn't have damage. I don't think she does, but she was involved in that crash. She actually was pushing her driver, Barney Thresher III, and he caused him to wreck. And he had a pretty good race here last season himself. Still racing 13th, despite getting into the wall and all that. Still running well. Surprisingly, even better than his teammates. So, kind of got the better end of that, despite being trashed. So, yeah. And the highest running Real Fan Motorsports car, NH Invert, he's been got a lot of good races in, especially the short tracks. Won at Martinsville. Got 5th at last week at Richmond, and really starting to rebound from a bad start to the season, trying to get up to round of 16 competitiveness. Now, I think this will probably be the highest they'll be able to get right now in the race, unless a wreck happens, because you can see they have a little bit of hood damage. Big parachute on the hood, that is definitely going to affect their speed, and I just don't know if they're going to be competitive or not. But last time they did race here in the ZSS, they also had a flip, and they raced part-time for NASCAR 548 after this race. So, yeah. Also seeing Crooker Tacos involved in that crash, who raced last week at Richmond, got worst finish of the season at the track she has her best finish at since the beginning of the 2003 era of the Carsland Cup Series. You see a lot of rear end damage, and I'm sure tire wear. Currently running 18th. Yeah, it's just going to be a rough race for a lot of these cars. We'll see how it all turns out, and hopefully no more wrecks. Hopefully just a one and we're done, but we'll see how it turns out. Drummer Cheek 81 going to lead us to the ring, leading some nice caution laps. We're about to go double wide. You see Evan H. there in second. He won the Bristol Dirt. Snailman's 450. Third, EXO. Fourth, John McFadden. And fifth, Roberto Crown Jr., who has 5 DNFs this season. Needs a good finish. And despite having a win at Hillside, he's fourth from last in points and has 5 DNFs. He's DNF'd almost every race this season and barely finished the race on the lead lap at Richmond, holding off Neil Paulus Jr. Stay on the lead lap, finish the race. Neil Paulus Jr. also in the top 15 today. It probably won't take him long. Well, he's starting at top. Top lane doesn't usually do that good. Maybe if he can make some good moves, might be able to get in the top 5. Going green, lap 7 to 17. Probably 11 laps to go. Hopefully the rest are green. Brad Stover, the 99, goes low on Roberto Crown Jr. And it's defense all the way. We'll see how it goes. I expect the field to really split, unless we get a caution, and then they won't have a chance to split. Let's go spectator here for a few laps. EXO in the 32. Another dodge trying to defend the bottom. And Barney Thresher's third. He was in the wall a few laps ago, trying to get underneath the one. Oh, they're really tight up there. I think they're good. Yes. 5 wide. Iron Crusader. See me in a box. Don't do it. He didn't, thankfully. Still green. And Marty Thresher's third, after being put in the wall, is now up to third at the line. Drum Chick 81 did lead that lap. And Sammy the Box, your points leader, going for the lead. And number 23 wants to extend that points lead, wants to lock into the playoffs, if not already locked in. Not really. I haven't worried about that right now. We were talking about Kirk Tucker's probably not being competitive. There she is, third on the bottom. In case Cooper able to stay good in the middle. And we see the field really splitting up back there. NH and Introvert especially. Okay. You know, I think if these guys stay clean for one more lap, I think we can see a good clean finish here. Just some nice racing up here. Is Dripsy coming down on the bottom for second. Jimmy Box leads that lap. 54 has been playing with the playoff bubble. If he leads the lap, he'll probably put him a little bit closer, especially if you got a good finish. Reggie Fogelman getting a little bit tight there. He's a rookie in the 4 car. Did really well during the short track frenzy we did, and got him second at Bristol Dirt. Almost got wrecked by the guy that's in front of him right now. John McFadden, he's going to try to lead here as cars are starting to kind of file up, prepare just to finish. But Ronnie Martin in the 92, who is third in points, trying to take it away from John McFadden. He's looking for his first win of the season. Best running Toyota, him and Bird. But no, Brandon Nelson in the 88. See who leads this lap. Brandon Nelson doesn't have much draft, so the 92 Ronnie Martin able to defend and lead that lap. The 88 of Brandon Nelson has had a rough season, and he's trying to recover. Evan H., who won at Bristol Dirt, trying to go second. And this race has a real opportunity. We could see second-time winner this season. NH up here, or, well, no, NH has fallen back quite considerably. Bird just trying to hang on, Daniel Paulus Jr., but Evan H. up here. German Chick 81 trying to get in front of the 88. Will. 81 and German Chick 81 made a bold move. And Cactus Motorsports, I've talked about them, how they are really good at this racetrack. All 4 of their cars in this lead pack. That's pretty good. They're trying to put themselves in position to do it again. German Chick 81 looking to lead yet more laps. Probably get most laps led. That is an extra 10-point bonus just for doing that. We got teammate Roberto Crown Jr. who led most laps here last season. And Barney Thresher the third in Alexa Gaming. And, oh, huge crash. Lap 11. Watch him race to the line. And it looks like Roberto Crown Jr. going to go to the bottom and see what he can do. As they race to the line, the 20 destroyed. We'll go back to Murray Thresher third and Turkey Tacos. They were, I don't know what happened then. 189. Thought this pack was small. Just look at it now. Roberto Crown Jr. looking to control the field to the caution and may just win this race. Second win of the season, trying to go for that. Oh, and Cactus King, they're wrecking again, trying to race to the caution. EXO saves it. Roberto Crown Jr. leads him to the caution. Reggie Fogelman second to the caution. Okay, let's get through this quickly. Okay, Marty Thresher third out of the race. Okay, let's go slow-mo here. Helicopter for sure. Okay, so let's see what happens. So we got Brad Stover. Oh, Brad Stover got tight, pushed down Murray Thresher third into the 20. The 59 hard into the front inside wall. Gonna probably take him out of the race. Herku Tacos just simply spun out the 20 59 hard into the wall. Turn off standing, see if we can see anything happen up here. I think the 20 will be okay. Just a spin and done kind of situation. And then watch the 54 Dripsy into the wall. Iron Crusader. 59 did make a little bit more contact with Cricker Tacos, other than that, not much. Sammy the Box, John McFadden, Yoiko. 30 of Case and Cooper ended up almost taking the lead there after that. Then Dark X Rain. And at that point, Dark X Rain, him going low, trying to take that. And then Roach looks like he's going to rear end the 24. Yeah, going to rear end the 24 pretty good. Into the 23. Then Cricker Taco is just trying to get out of it. Going to rear end the 66. Ricky Freeman Jr. Oh, barely hits the one. If he would have not hit the one, he would have been good. And then Bird a little bit of damage as well. So those cars out of the race. Let's go to 84 Cactus King. This lap. See that wreck? Full speed. Man, Martin Richardson Bird hit hard. Definitely going to need to get a replay of that. Hard wrecks there. I think we're going to watch the 11. Maybe. Definitely going to watch this close, because this was a very hard wreck for all those cars that were involved. I think Case and Cooper spun out to 99. Or maybe Cactus King. Oh, I see it right here. Ronnie into EXO into Cactus King. Watch this 32 car make it save it though. Ronnie hard into the 11. 11's going to get hit hard into the wall. Then EXO just kind of backs into him, saves it. And yeah, EXO just kind of saves it there. Into the 11 again. Yeah, that's just interesting. 11's probably out of the race. So, your leader is 21 Roberto Crown Jr. And again, Cactus Motorsports superior right now. I believe 3 other 4 cars still running. I don't know where the 24 is at. 24 is out of the race. Probably out of the race. So, Evan H, Dark X Rain, Sabretooth, Third and Alexa Gaming, Roach, EXO, Yoiko, Sammy the Box are now out of the race as well, along with Brian Thrush III, who had a really hard wreck there. Along with Kirker, Tacos, Dripsy, Zine, and Cody Ford. So, yeah, unfortunately for them, but we still got a race to finish. I'm almost 100% sure we'll be able to finish this. Roberto Crown Jr. got passed last time we raced her by his then teammate Caden Williams, and did not win this race. If he would have won that race, that would have been his 4th race of the season, 4th win of the season. He's trying to get his 2nd win of the season here and get a big points rebound. He's already getting a good points rebound right now, just leading these laps, along with Drumstick 81. Reggie Fogelman coming out a good run of short track races is going to maybe come into a good finish here today. Can't finish any worse than 25th, so I mean that's a plus in itself. Seeing that, and we won't be green for a couple laps, so I'm gonna try to get some decent photos of these crashes, especially Burner Third's hard hit in the wall. That was very hard hit. I mean, that was probably one of the worst I've seen, but seen worse, probably. I don't know. Definitely hard hit though. Just got turned by the 99 and down from there. And Brad Stover kind of on defense mode in points. He was doing really good with Jonah Burge, and then Jonah Burge, he's been getting DNFs these past few races, and it's just not been helping him. So, especially here today. So Jonah Burge is definitely going to need a rebound. And next week is Auto Club. Those two have been going to be good at Auto Club, but considering it's the second, we're doing 2 of those races this season. We did one earlier this season, and now we're doing one now next week. Could see different branches of the team do better there because Jenna Bird's there. We've seen him lead in the Sox race there, and we've seen him lead in the Cup race there this past few weeks ago. And see how he does next week. I think Railfane might. If I already guessed, because Railfane had a good run there last fall. Why not do it again? Railfane has not had any good races here at all, so it's very unfortunate for that team that they just cannot get a good race here. Rally Ream almost finished last season, but this season just ain't the same. And, you know, NH's not doing too bad right now. Definitely not competitive speed, but, you know, defense has put them in a good position for top 15, so, you know, that's probably good enough to get them a few points plus, especially considering the points leader. Where is the points leader? Is the points leader still in this? No, points leader wrecked out again. So now he did lead a few laps, however, so might not get much on him, but he did lead a few laps. And then Ronnie Martin's still in 8th. He led a lap or 2 as well. So Ronnie Martin may catch the 23-1 with Bird, and Jimmy's just falling back in points at this point. And I think another guy we need to worry about is Daniel Paulus Jr. after that win last week. Really put him in a good position. Now, he's not yet in the top 10, but he's like 2 positions short of the top 10 with him and his team owner, John McFadden. So, yeah, we're going to go green this time. Reggie Fogelman and Cactus Motorsports drivers on the bottom. It's going to be them two are going to be battling it out. And no cars still in the race on the lead, a lap down. Lowest running car right now is Roach in the 66. He's in 25th. Cars at DNF will not gain points unless they lead laps or get the fastest lap and whatever else. So, yeah. See how it goes. Hopefully this is our final restart. If not, I don't know. Based off of that last run, I think this is our final restart. Last season here we had, I think, 3 or 4 cautions. This race, hoping we only have 2. Green flag in the air. 21 got a late start, but we'll still get that lap led. Doesn't matter if you start up front and get that lap. We'll see what happens here. Cason Cooper in the 30 goes low. With less cars up here, what caused 21 to win this race was less cars up here. That's what we have right now, less cars, but it doesn't mean we have no cars. We have still a lot of cars up here. 48 and Nodaweeb going to try to get his second win. Cason Cooper going to move the 21 up the track. The 48's going low. Nodaweeb looking for his second win of the season. Second career win. Oh, he don't have no draft. 30 Cason Cooper's going to stay low and keep it low. And Roberto Crown Jr. still with the lead because is that push from German Chick 81. You see, teammate help is a thing apparently in NR 2003. Roberto Crown Jr. goes high to block the 4. We're seeing the top and middle lanes prevail right now. Roberto Crown Jr. did lead that lap here. 1 lap to go here at Orlando. And right now it looks like it's just going to be the draft that has the lane that has the most draft, and that is the top lane. Roberto Crown Jr. could win here on the top. I can't say I've seen that here before, even with draft a factor. And German Chick 81 just trying to get a run there. Got a little bit of draft from the 88 and 84. 82 hasn't decided what line he's going to take. That could decide who wins this race. He's going to go middle. I think it's good between the 80 and the 21 at the line. 81 and 21. Brad Stover to the top. Drummer Chick 81 in the middle. Roberto Crown Jr. trying to hold up top. Looks like he might do it. Drummer Chick 81 goes low, but it's too late. Roberto Crown Jr. will win here at Orlando. Wow, I didn't think he could do it. Roberto Crown Jr., 2 wins this season. Rip Chigetti won second, Reggie Fogelman in third, fourth, 88 of Brandon Nelson, fifth Cason Cooper. Well, that was a pretty good race. See you guys this week at Auto Club, and looks like Roberto Crown Jr. got redemption from last time we raced here. Well, this race is going to 30 minutes. I'd best end it. Best go ahead and end it, and I'll try to get some nice pictures for the thing. That was actually a pretty close finish. I think it was the closest finish we've had here since I've done races here. Pretty decent race. See you next week.